going on our walk. Yep. Yep, you too.
Hey, what's up, Lydia?
Oh, not much. Just going on our walk.
Oh, yeah?
Going.
You like that?
Gonna do a live. Yep.
All right, we'll see ya.
See ya. Love you. Have a good day. Anyway, oh, forgot to do my good morning, Patty. I need to put in my microphone. I forgot to do that, so I'm gonna have to pull over. Just a second. Gonna have to pull over. I'm always forgetting something. Hopefully this won't be too bouncy. But this is not a good, oh, here we go. There you go. Enjoy the sky. This is not, this stroller is, given to me from Naomi, and it's got a rubber handle, but it doesn't want to stay too much. Anyway, Patty, today, can you hear me okay first off? I just put the microphone in, so hopefully that'll be a little better. Anyways, I'm just going to go out on the country roads and go walking with Savannah. We walked in town yesterday at the park, and that may have been better, but we'll have to see. So, anyway, Naomi gave me this jogging stroller, and I thought it might be a little bit smoother for our walk and talks, but I don't know if it will be. One of the tires keeps wanting to go flat, so I thought I would have to put some Fix-A-Flat in there. All right, maybe this road will be a little bit better. Let me get you turned around. Here we go. So, Patty, how are you doing today? Nikeva? Hi, welcome to the chat. Hopefully I'm pronouncing your name correctly. I apologize if I'm not. We are just getting our exercise this morning. Patty says it's her 25th anniversary today. Well, congratulations, Patty. Happy anniversary. That's wonderful. 25 years is no small feat these days. Tomorrow would have been Savannah's due date, which would have been cool because it would have been my parents' wedding anniversary. Rodrigo, hi, welcome to the chat. It's good to have you guys here. Once we get out of our little town here, which won't take us long, we will be out in the country. Yeah, Patty, I am. Close to Dad's house. We gotta watch for cars, though, on these country roads. Not everybody pays attention, so I've got to. Nikeva says you can call me Jeremy. Jeremy, thank you. Do you still have a rental there? Yes, I do. I do. It is currently occupied. We've got 2 rentals here. Both of them are occupied. Jeremy, that's a little bit easier for me to pronounce. You guys will have to bear with me, though. Maybe if I turn my screen brightness up, and it's up all the way, it's kind of hard for me to read the chat. while I'm walking. If I take my glasses off, that's even worse. So I'm trying to see what's the easiest way for me to read the chat and visit with you guys. So what are you all up to today, or what did you do? Depending on where you are in the world. Yesterday we met a new friend from Switzerland, Mary, and she was super nice. Anyway, she won't be on here, but she's getting married today, and so I thought about her a couple times yesterday, and I thought she is super sweet, and I hope that she does very well and has a very blessed marriage. Yeah, Patty, she sure does. Jeremy, where are you from? I am in Illinois, in the United States. It's so nice out here. All the cars that pass, everybody waves. It's so kind, friendly. Oh my. So the girls are at Bible school today, and they finish in about 2 hours, so we can't spend too much time. And actually, it's almost 9:30, and so I don't want to spend too much time out here anyway, or at least with the sun on Savannah, because I don't want her to get too much sun. Morning sun's fine, but between 10 and 2, I try to avoid that. Patty says she loves little neighborhoods. I do too. I love it, like walking little neighborhoods. I mean, being able to see people's houses and how they do their yard, or, and how they decorate their house. Like, I just think that's so cool. So much imagination. I like it with these walks out here too, out in the country, because you never know what you're going to see along the road. Jeremy says, Sunday I went to the pool. That must have been fun. What's the matter, Savannah? Is the sun in your eyes? Does that help? You want your snacks? Okay, hang on. You guys may be looking at the sun here, or the sky. Let me get her pulled over here and get her some snacks. You want some snacks? There you go. This is our first time using this stroller from my sister, and so we're getting used to it. We probably won't be on here too long today. I don't know how well she's liking it. I think the sun was in her eyes. Poor baby. Here, let me flip you guys back around. There we go. Jeremy, did you go with friends, or what was your day like on Sunday? Let's see. This is Tuesday. I can't even remember what we did on Sunday. We had church. I don't remember. Oh, I think, you know what? I got in the pool on Sunday. I got in the pool with Savannah for the first time with she and I, and it was great. It was great. I'm not a big fan of swimming, but, I was like, well, I'm not doing it for me. I'm doing it for her, which is how my daily walks got started, because I knew that she needed to be out in the sunshine and, the fresh air, and it's been really good for her, but it's also been good for me too, because I'm getting exercise, whereas before I really wasn't doing anything besides yard work and things like that. So having her has really helped me take care of myself a little better. But yeah, so we have a pool, And I take care of it. I'm the one who keeps it clean and handles all the chemicals and all that. But for the most part, I just I'm not a big fan of swimming. And so, but so since I need her to be safe in the water and I wanted her to be used to it, I took her in today, or not today, Sunday, and she loved it. And then on the 23rd, she starts her infant swim rescue lessons. And I'm pretty excited about that as well because it will teach her how to get herself to safety. And if she starts walking, which you guys, she took one small step today. So I'm very excited. I'm thinking walking is right around the corner. Jeremy says we went to the pool and we went out and we went home and barbecued and made s'mores. Oh, delicious, Jeremy. I love s'mores. I don't know why s'mores are making me think of watermelon because they're not even remotely related. But you said barbecue and I was thinking, oh man, summer barbecue, watermelon. Oh, see? You never know what you're going to see. And this is why. Ew. You guys probably can't see that here. Hang on. Can you see it? There it is. Gross. Savannah, it's a dead snake. It's disgusting. Yucky, yucky, yucky. That's why I'm saying you never know what you're going to see out in the countryside. Oh, now let me get you back on our thing here. Here we go. Patty, I love watermelon too. I planted, just for fun, trying to hold this thing at the same time. I planted just for fun 2 different types of watermelon in our dirt pile just to see what would happen. And I told myself, I'm just going to plant them. I'm not going to mess with them. If they grow, they grow. I'm not worrying about watering them because sometimes the plants you neglect that just have a will to survive make some of the best fruit. So it's too far to drag the water hose out. The pile's too big to water individually. And so I was like, you know what? Let's just see what happens. So that's what we're doing. Patty wants to know, do I carry a stick with me? I don't. I meant to bring pepper spray. We don't really need it out here, but I guess you never know. But I'm basically trying to avoid any areas that I know have dogs. I don't think there's any dogs out here. We live in a pretty safe area, so it should be fine. Patty, do you walk regularly or do anything to stay active? Yeah, I think she didn't like that sun. She's got her shade on now. She's finding her snacks. She's so smart, you guys. She's so smart. I do think it'll be handy when she starts walking. She'll be 13 months on the 22nd. So in about 2 weeks. And she'll be 2 weeks, in about 2 weeks she'll be 13 months. And the swim instructor for her ISR lessons said that if she can walk and she's over 1, which now she is, she will probably be able to teach her how to actually swim underwater and hold her breath and then go get over to the side and get herself out of the pool, which is pretty cool. She told me that I'm blanking, hang on. She told me that after her lessons are done, that she will probably probably only need to have like a life jacket on where she will be able to move and have the mobility she needs to swim around. So to me, that is amazing with her being, 14 months old, 13 months old. So anyway, Patty is asking what was her first, oh no, sorry, Jeremy was asking what was her first word, mama. She said mama, then she said Bella, who is her older sister, and then she said Dada, and then she said Baba, which I believe is Jack. So maybe brother, I don't really know what she's saying there, but she uses Baba in reference to Jack. Oh. Patty, you guys have special plans for your anniversary? 25 years, it's amazing. Are the kids gonna throw you a party or anything? See how nice it is out here, you guys? Kind of hungry. I forgot to eat breakfast. I was trying to get the kids out the door on time for Bible school, and then we were almost late. We made it, but I don't like being late. I don't know if I turn this camera, I don't know if you can see. Patty, you may recognize where I am. Do you see that, Patty? Let's see if I can zoom in. There you go, Patty. Do you recognize where I am? Patty says she's going to be eating with friends. No party, didn't want one. Okay. And Jeremy says on Friday his parents are getting married. Awesome. Congratulations to your parents. Patty says, have I ever had a mocha frap from McDonald's? Absolutely delicious. Yes, Patty, I love those. I love those. Those are so good. Yep, Patty knows where I am. Oh, goodness. Patty, you may know this. I was always told that was an Indian burial ground, like for the Native Americans that lived here. Do you think that is true? Because I was always told that, and then someone who apparently studies them said, no, it's not true. So it's like, shut up. Patty says, lots of memories. Yep. Patty, speaking of memories, this is something that I wanted to ask you. And maybe it'd be easier to ask you this over the phone, but I'll ask you anyway. So from the stories that I think I've heard from you and the stories I've heard from other people that were friends of Mom's, it kind of sounded like Mom was a little bit of a stinker, like kind of rotten, kind of mischievous. And I kind of wondered if that was true because Bella is like that. And Bella and Mom's baby pictures, I have a picture where I'm with Grandma and I'm holding Bella and she's holding Mom's baby picture and they looked identical. And I'm just kind of wondering if Bella and Mom are crazy similar. For example, Bella even wants to be an attorney, a judge specifically. And Mom always wanted to do that. And so I was just kind of wondering, what was Mom like growing up, like personality-wise? So, and again, I know that's probably better suited for like a phone conversation, but I was just curious. Okay, so Patty says she doesn't know if it's an Indian burial ground. Jeremy is asking what my favorite movie. Have you ever seen Gone with the Wind? I really love Gone with the Wind. It's very old. Patty says she was always active, talking about my mom. Patty and my mom are sisters, but never known her being mean. No, not mean. Not mean. But like to joke around and have fun and, you know, stuff like that. Like somebody was telling me something about her playing some sort of prank on the bus driver or something. I don't know. Anyway, all that stuff you wish you knew about your parents before they gone, you know, before they're gone, and too late to find out unless you have siblings. Chair, hey, how's it going? Jeremy wants to know both colors. Colors. I am a big fan of black. I like kind of like a peacock blue. Yeah, that's what I'd say is probably my favorites. What are your favorite colors, Jeremy? Patty says, always outdoors. Oh yes, her and the neighbor had me carry a suitcase of water balloons on the bus because the bus driver would never suspect me. Okay, and then what happened with the water balloons? An all-out fight on the bus or what? That is exactly the prank I was thinking of, but I couldn't remember what happened. Oh, Savannah passed out. She's sleeping, guys, look. Aw, she just couldn't hang. Yes, water fight on the last day of school. Jeremy likes blue, red, and pink. Yes, I like all the different, not all the different shades of pink. Some of them are just horrible. But there are varying shades of pink that I really enjoy. Let me pull that back so it's not burning her head there. We probably need to start heading back because I really don't want her out in the sun, you know, past the, at 10. I want to get heading back. Probably should do that. We'll turn around up here at this little road. Patty says, mischievous, I guess she was. Aw. I'd love to hear more stories if you can think of them, if it's not too much to type out. I would love that. She was pretty great. All right. Let's turn around. Whee! She's zeeping. What a little sweetheart. Jeremy says he walks 3 miles. Awesome. That is so good for you. That's very good for you. I'm glad to hear that. I try to walk every day, but it doesn't always happen. Not every day. I don't mess with it like weekends, Saturday and Sunday. But throughout the weekdays, I try to walk every day. Usually 2 miles. I'm not sure how far I've gotten today, though. Like when I get back to the house, I don't know how far we'll have walked. I'll have to check. Jeremy, besides walking, do you do anything else? Strength training or anything else to stay healthy? Generally speaking, if I get about 45 minutes, 45-minute walk, I'll have gone around 2 miles, maybe a little bit over. It's so nice out here today. It's only going to be 77 degrees Fahrenheit. Nice breeze. So I'm pretty excited. My plan is when the girls get back from Bible school, Bella's going to go to work at her summer job. But I was going to have Sophie watch Savannah so that I can go outside and get a little yard work done while it's so nice. So tomorrow it's supposed to be hot. Well, hotter, not crazy bad. We've definitely had worse days, but like 80, 87, 88. And then the heat index, which is, for those of you who don't know, is our feels like. So if our temperatures are like 88 degrees, it might have a feels like or a heat index of like 94 degrees Fahrenheit. And so that can get pretty hot. But, you know, you just make the best of it. Patty is asking, do my kids stay in the pool a lot? You know, they used to. Not as much anymore. Now, unfortunately, they're more into video games, which is why I love them having their summer jobs so that they're outside. And I feel like that definitely helps keep them active. Because, you know, nowadays kids would just much rather be on screens, which is kind of what I'm trying to do differently for Savannah, is just be outside with her a lot so that maybe she will prefer it. And I try not to let her, you know, get on screens very much, if at all. We've had to turn on Bluey a few times in the car when we had a long car ride. But I did just purchase on Amazon some of these like busy book things, or like a busy board where maybe it has some like, you know, different real life things to mess with, like zippers and shoelaces and little, you know, those little hand locks or hinges and different things like that to kind of play with. So I'm kind of excited about that. I'm hoping she'll like it because I've mentioned in other live streams that on July 1st, we are driving to Lebanon, Missouri to go to a hatchery and pick up our baby chicks. And it is quite a distance for us. It will take us all day to be there and back. But I wanted to pick them up versus sending them through the mail, because in years past, you always lose baby chicks when they come through the mail, just because it's so hard on them. And so my thought process was, if I go and pick them up, then they'll have just one day of travel and it won't be hot. They won't be thrown around and, you know, basically just treated roughly. And I don't know that the post office treats them roughly, but they won't be treated roughly by anyone. And so I'm going to go ahead and put out the expense to go do that. Jeremy says, I eat apples every day. Imagine if every day was free except sunny, everything was $1. That'd be cool. That'd be cool, Jeremy. Patty says those magnetic squares are neat to play with. That's a good thought too, Patty. I might have to look into those when she's a little older. I was kind of thinking, you know, those busy books for church, for car rides, you know. I just think that would be super helpful. The phone is focusing on the canopy of her stroller. I wonder if, I don't know. That's sorry. I guess it's not focusing very well. Sorry about that, guys. Yeah, Jeremy, those are fun. I think so too. So like today for his yard work, I need to water the garden, and the mowers are coming, so I need to make sure I put the hose up. But I need to water the raised beds. I need to water the lavender that I transplanted, and I would like to go ahead and finish transplanting the other lavender so that I can get those out of the way, so that it'll be a lot easier for him to mow. Patty, I just passed the house you grew up in. Savannah, oh baby, you're all right. Here you go. Here's your passy. There's your baby. Yeah, Mama's here. Yep, now Patty, we're gonna head back to my house so that I can get her out of the sunshine. I don't want her to be out in the harsh rays for very long. I've noticed that if we go out before 10 and we go out after 2, we don't get sunburnt and we don't even need to wear sunscreen. So I've been trying to do that. Ooh, there's a lot of poison ivy. I'm going to stay away from that. It'll probably get me just for looking at it. Anyway, so I try not to use sunscreen, although I did kind of invest in a healthier sunscreen that has more natural ingredients. So it's the Sky and Soul or something brand. So I feel a little better putting that on her when I need to, but really, if I could just avoid it, I would rather do that. Yeah, Patty, I have walked a long way. Jeremy says, get on a bike. You used to get on a bike with your friends. That's cool. Did you bike long distances? And do you live in the country or do you live in town? They mowed the ditch here. You can see all the grass that's dried out. I kind of like this jogging stroller. Let me know, guys. Jeremy lives in town. Cool. So let me know. Do you, and Patty, you've seen my other live streams. Has this been okay to watch, or is it kind of bumpy? Like too bumpy, like to where it might make you feel nauseous watching it? Is it bad at all? Patty says, back in my younger years, learning to ride a bicycle was a big deal, but not so much anymore. Kids don't ride. I still think it's a big deal. My kids love to ride when they do go out. And Emery got Savannah a balance bike for her birthday, and she's already been on it. I kind of think that she is probably going to be our most athletic kid, which is saying something because none of my kids are super athletic. Patty says, it's fine with me. Jeremy says, they used to bike long distances. That's cool. I mentioned before that it's really safe out here, and it is. Like, I don't think people would attack you or anything, but you still have to be really careful because it's so rural that a lot of people aren't watching. They might be on their phones, which they're not supposed to be, but they do. Or they're driving too fast and just not paying attention. So it's really on anybody who's walking or biking out in the country to really be paying attention and taking care of yourself, which you should always do anyway. But I know a lady, well, I didn't actually know her, but we're friends with a guy whose wife was, I think, biking out on a country road, and she got hit by a drunk driver and died. So, it's something you don't want to play with. Fernando, hi! I almost missed you there. It's kind of hard to see the chat out here outside. It's bright. Patty says they used to oil those roads. Do they still do that? They do, yes. I tried to avoid them after they oil the roads because it gets oil and chip all over the car. Jeremy says, go to the store on the bike. That's cool. Savannah, Fernando's saying hi to you. Oh, I better put her canopy up because you can see the sun is shining right on her head. I don't want to get her little scalp burnt. But now you guys probably can't see it all. Hang on. Maybe is that in the way too much? There we go. I'll try to keep it like that, but it's still hard to see the chat. Here we go. It keeps getting out of focus because of that canopy. There we go. If I walk straight, and I'm kind of blocking the sun from her, maybe makes it a little easier for you guys. Amanda, how's your day? What are you up to today? I've got a whole pile of laundry to do when we get back before I have to go pick up the girls. I was thinking about doing a laundry chat. Maybe I will. I don't know. It's nice to have people to talk to when I do it. Yeah, there's so much. I've really been pushing laundry a lot these days. And yesterday was an optimal day to get laundry done because I was utilizing the clothesline. And I had 2 full loads drying out there, and they dried really quickly because it was so breezy. About the same temperature as this, but super, super breezy. So they dried so fast. Patty says, Mike's getting done with physical therapy, so we'll catch you again. Love you. I love you too, Patty. I hope you guys have a great day and a happy, happy, happy anniversary. Jeremy says, I have a cousin just like her. Oh, you do? How old is your cousin? She is passed out sleeping, you guys. She's so cute. Does your little cousin, Jeremy, have blonde hair as well? Before I started, I walked from my house to my dad's business because the wheels here on her stroller were flat. And so I needed to get them aired up. I would have done it at the house, but my bicycle pump was broken randomly. I don't know how that happened. But so now I've got to get another one of those. It's kind of frustrating. Jeremy says she's 3 or 2 or 1, you don't know. Okay, well that's fine. Savannah's just 1. Oh, I hear a car coming. Gotta scoot over. Might be a little bumpy. We're on the side of the road. Such a nice day for a walk, you guys. I hope you have a chance to get outside if you haven't already. Of course, I don't know what the weather's like where you all are. It may be nasty, I don't know. But it's beautiful here today. I cannot complain. Jeremy, what do you do for your hobbies? Fernando, if you're still there, I don't know if you ever told me what your hobbies are. What do you do for fun? Now that we're back in town, the wind is blowing. It was at my back. Hopefully it's not making the audio too bad. But now that we're back in town, I can walk kind of more in the middle of the road. We still don't have a lot of traffic, but everybody has to drive a lot slower, so it's easier to, you know, watch out. Jeremy says, biking and basketball, awesome. I like basketball. I'm not very good at it. My son Christian played basketball, not last year. No, wait. Yeah, he did. He did play this year, this last school year. He played, and that was the last year he could play because our school doesn't have a high school basketball team, unfortunately. Jeremy says someone ran over a duck. Did I miss that? I didn't see anything. Unless you're talking about where you are. And if they did, I'm sorry to hear that. Oh, oops, sorry. Oh, here comes a car. We gotta scooch over. It's gonna get bumpier again, guys. Hang tight. Okay, we're doing pretty good. Not too much longer to go. And then we'll be able to get back into the shade. It's kind of hard to figure out how to, I don't know. I thought by getting this tripod that I could take you guys along with me on walks, which we are doing. But I thought it would grip a little bit easier, and it's not gripping as well as I had hoped that it would. So that's a little bit discouraging, but it's fine. Jeremy says, why do I feel it is like the loud house? What do you mean, Jeremy? I don't understand. Are you saying like the wind is loud? I guess I'm confused. I think I walked further than what I normally walk because I'm kind of tired already. Oh, brothers and sisters. So you're saying, is our house a loud house? Yes, it is. Sometimes it's quiet though when the older kids are down in the basement playing their games. They do enjoy doing that. So that makes it a little bit quieter, but it's an active house. We do a lot of things, and we are very busy. And the kids are super good with Savannah. They're super good with her, and are always wanting to play with her and spend time with her. And normally babies love to be with their moms all the time, and she does. She still does love to be with me. That is true. But she will go to her siblings so fast, like she really, really loves them. So yes, we do have a loud house. What about you? Do you have any siblings? Brothers or sisters? Aw, no brothers or sisters? I'm sorry to hear that. They're a lot of fun. Do you have any pets? Any animals at all? Oh, here comes a loud truck. Whew. Railroad tracks. Jeremy, you haven't been on here before, I don't think. I have 2 dogs, Sweetie and Mando, and then we have 1 cat. We used to have some fish, but got rid of them. We had chickens before, but something killed them. And then we had some ducks, but they weren't happy without the chickens, so we gave the ducks to a friend. Plus, the friend has a pond and everything, and so the ducks are so much happier with my friend. But like I said, July 1st, baby, we're getting baby chicks. So I am very excited about that. You used to? Okay, what did you have before? You used to have a dog? What kind of dog was it? Oh, there's that sun on her again. There we go. Now she's back in the shade. Oh, sorry guys. There you go. I think that dog is friendly, but it's a pit bull. You can't see it, but he's wagging his tail, but I'm still not a big fan of dogs other than my own. My own dogs are fine. Kind of regular dog, okay. I don't know if my dogs, we're almost back to my house. I don't know if my dogs will be out in the yard or not. They can be outside or inside, but for the most part they stay outside. It's kind of bumpy, sorry guys. So maybe that a little better. Usually iPhones are pretty good about stabilization. I don't know if you can see that white fence coming up in the distance. That's my house. Hey! SJ Gaming says, I know someone named Mary Johnson. You know Mary. She said you know her. SJ was, I think she was on my live yesterday, my live stream when we were walking in the park. And if I don't know if it's the same woman or not, but she said she's getting married today, which is super, super awesome. She also said she'd come back and tell us all about it, so I hope she does. And Jeremy says, in my old school we had chicks. That's cool. My kids did that for school too. They would raise baby chicks, and then a local farm would take them and raise them for their eggs and things like that. SJ, it's good to have you on the chat. Welcome. We're just about back to my house though, and so I'll need to take Savannah in because she's been in the sun and it's starting to get into the harsher rays of the day, and I don't want her to get sunburnt. So we'll have to end our chat here in just a couple minutes and go on inside. SJ says, hello, I am her friend of hers. Don't go on my name. It's by my brother. Yeah, she got married today. Is there a different name you want me to call you? She told me about your channel. Aw, well, welcome. I'm so glad you popped on here. It's so nice to talk to you. I can't really remember everybody's name, so I'll just do my best. So SJ says, I am Kenny. I'm Cynthia. So it's nice to meet you. So yesterday, yeah, Kenny, Mary and a couple of my other friends on here, we chatted for a long time, going around and around in the park so that we could get our exercise. I think we went around 3 times, and it was really cool. We are very excited for Mary. I saw that you commented on my video, and you said, where is that place? So that's in my backyard. I got my trees in the way here. Hang on, I'll show you. Jeremy says, you grow seeds. Jeremy, what kind of seeds do you grow? Okay, guys, hang on. I'll get you out of that tripod. But now I'm going to try to steer the stroller with one hand. Okay. So there's my house behind the trees. And we have a creek right here that has some cattails growing in it, which is super fun for me. And so that's our house. And Kenny, right there, can you see it? I'm shaking, sorry. There's the bird feeders. She is very busy. I just reached home, so I remember she told me about your channel. Bean, okay, oh, sorry. Let me zoom back out because you guys can, and it's probably, she said you have the cutest baby girl. I do have the cutest baby girl. She's sleeping right now. So yeah, anyway, so there's our house, and our backyard goes back there along the fence to that really tall tree that's right there in the center of the screen. Whoop, falling off the road. I can't walk and do this at the same time. There, hello. Nice to meet you, Kenny. Okay, let's see, turn your back around. Jeremy says he's gonna subscribe. I'm glad. I hope we can talk with you another time. Oh, here comes another car. We gotta scoot over. It's probably more bumpy with me carrying you guys than you riding in the tripod. Uh-oh, that might be Wildcat. Beautiful house and channel. I got here late, but no worries. I'm a daily viewer. Wonderful. That's Wildcat. Really, what a wholesome channel. Thank you so much, Kenny. That's what we're trying to do. And the reason I even started this was because my mom died of cancer in 2010. And I have thought a lot before how wonderful it would be to have video of her where she's just moving around and doing the stuff she loved and talking with people and just being herself. Just to be able to see her, hear her voice and all that would be amazing. And so I know that we are never guaranteed our next breath. And so I started this channel for my kids because I won't always